Beth from B.Styled, and I'm coming to you live at like 7:30 at night on Tuesday. I think this is the first time I've ever gone live at night. Um, so I'm hoping this is a good time for some of you or many of you. Thank you for joining me. Um, the reason I'm coming to you live tonight is to talk to you about my spring style system that some of you may be familiar with, but many of you aren't. So I wanted to give you a quick explanation of what it is and tell you a little bit about it and see if anyone has any questions. So let me tell you kind of how it came about. I have been running style challenges for almost a year now. I've done two most recently. I did one this winter and one this past fall, and they've been really fun and very successful. And I had an idea for this spring to do something a little bit different rather than calling it a challenge and structuring it exactly the same way I did in the spring and the fall. I've decided to do a spring style system because I really believe in the way this system works. It's basically the way I work with my one-on-one clients, and I've tried to figure out a way to take that system and get it out to as many people as possible wherever you are. So the way it works is there are 4 steps to building your wardrobe, and in this case your spring wardrobe, and they each need to go in order and they build upon each other. So the first step is what I call the 7 wonders of the wardrobe, and these are the 7 essentials that everyone needs. As I've said before, everyone needs them no matter what you do for a living, whether you're working at home, working in an office, young, old, tall, short, heavy, thin, petite, plus, whoever you are. Everyone needs these 7 items, and these are the items that are your classic essentials that should not go out of style anytime soon, that you want to spend some money on. You want to invest your money in making these just right. So I tell you in the system to go to your closet and see if you have these 7 things. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you probably do. There's nothing revolutionary about these 7 items. You could probably guess what they are. But they're really important, and they're really the foundation. So you have to have those first before you go into the next step. Now the second step for spring is your spring essentials. Now these are your season spring essentials, whereas the 7 wonders are seasonless. They will work, oops, I put my back. Sorry, a little thing came on my screen. Anyway, the 7 wonders are seasonless, whereas the second step, which are the spring essentials, are specific to the spring, but they're also those essential items that should work for several spring seasons, or at least a couple. They're not ultra trendy. They're your basics. They're your white jeans, for example. But they're very important. They're not the most exciting. They're not the trendiest. They're not, what you may be seeing in all the catalogs right now, but they're again, the real foundation of your spring wardrobe. So the second step is to make sure that those items are in place. And I spell out to you exactly what those items are. And I have you go to your closet and find them. And if you don't have them, I have catalogs, clickable catalogs of suggested items for each of those categories. And I have them in all different price ranges, all different retailers, popular retailers, but mostly pretty, budget friendly, but a range, from Target and Old Navy up to Nordstrom. And those are your spring essentials. So that's the second step that you do after the first step. You don't skip to the second step. After the second step is done, which is probably the most time consuming, assuming you already have the first things in place, the third step, excuse me, it's late, is the spring add-ons. Now those are the optional but fun additions to your spring wardrobe. That's where you do get the more trendy, fun, or on-trend. I like to say on-trend versus trendy. On-trend items that add some, pizzazz to your essentials. That's the third step. Then the final step is, what I consider the most fun and also the most affordable, and where you get the biggest bang for your buck, and that is what I'm calling the spring zest. I love the word zest. And those are the accessories and the jewelry and the scarves and the, things that you don't need to spend a lot of money on, but that have a huge impact and that really allow you to showcase your personal style, your personal taste, and your personality, and have a lot of fun without spending a lot of money. So those are the 4 steps, and I take you through those 4 steps, and there's a private Facebook group where we talk about things, we get ideas. People say, I'm looking for, today somebody said, I'm looking for a work appropriate gray top. One of the items in this Spring Essentials is a gray t-shirt. And she said, I'm looking for a work appropriate gray top, that she can wear with suits and jackets. And because that's another one of my goals with this program, is I want it to work for you whether you are going to work, you're working from home, you're casual, you're dressed up. These things can all be adapted to work for whatever your day entails. So she was looking for a work appropriate gray top, and I saw that she put it out on the Facebook page, and I went and posted some ideas for blousey type gray tops. So that's just one example of how the Facebook group is a huge source of information and really some personal styling attention that you don't get very many other places, and it's included in the program. And we have a great time in that group. And even if you're not a Facebook person, if a lot of people really aren't on Facebook very often, but they go to this group because they find it so helpful. So you don't even have to worry, you don't even have to have an active Facebook presence. If you just join this group, you can just pay attention to that and get all the benefit from it without being a heavy Facebook user if you're not one. So those are kind of the 4 steps. And then the part that's really helpful to people is on March 20th, I'm going to release the outfits for the program. And these are going to be 14 outfit formulas drawn from the lists and the items in the 4 steps. So I'm going to actually create outfits and show pictures and give you the ideas for, today, here, try this formula. And all the formulas can be adapted, again, based on your day, whether you're going to an office, to a business meeting, or you're staying at home with your animals. You can adjust the outfit formula to what you're doing. And the key to this, unlike a lot of other challenges, is that I don't want people to get hung up on copying the outfit, so that we're all wearing the exact same outfit on that, day 1 or day 2. The idea is it's a formula, and you're going to go to your closet and say, okay, this is the outfit formula. I'm going to grab this top, these pants, this scarf, this pair of earrings, these shoes, and I have a guideline, but I'm using what I own or what I like, as opposed to seeing, maybe one of the outfits has a yellow top in it. Yellow is big this spring, and I'm excited to try something yellow this year because I've really never owned anything yellow, and it's a fun, happy color. My walls in here are yellow, but I've never owned yellow clothes. But let's say yellow is not your color. Let's say you hate yellow, or you have a bad association with yellow, or you just don't like to wear yellow. You're not going to go out and buy a yellow top just because it's in the picture. You're going to buy a top that's maybe the similar style, a solid t-shirt that's in a color that you do love and that does work for you and that coordinates with other things you own. So it gives you a purpose, a plan when you shop, with the goal being to first shop your closet. I know it's a cliche, but I firmly believe it. And the feedback I've gotten from a lot of people is that most people have the things on the list. They don't need to go shopping. Of course, they're going to want to buy a couple things, but it's not going to be a big expense in going and buying a bunch of new clothes, because that is not my goal. I don't want you going out and buying a lot of stuff. Just this past February, a lot of you joined us for our shopping detox, where for the month of February, we committed to not buying anything. And it was revolutionary for a lot of people. And I think it really showed us that we don't need to just buy, accumulate. We can look at what we have, clean our closets, because that reminds me of another thing, a bonus that's included in this program is the B.Styled Closet Cleanse is included in the program. And in addition to that, we are doing the closet cleanse daily within the Facebook group. I just did day 2 today. Not everyone is on the same day, and that's fine. But, you know, I took a picture of my closet floor before I did the cleanse mission, and then took a picture of it after. And it took me 15 minutes yesterday and 15 minutes today, and my closet floor is perfect. You can go to the Facebook page and see it because I followed the steps. It's a very step-by-step, doesn't leave room for guessing or wondering what should I do. I pretty much tell you step by step what to do. If anyone is on that has done it, can pipe in. But it works for the way my little brain works because it helps me stay focused and on track. So that is included as a bonus in the program, and it's going to be running while we're doing our spring, shopping and developing our spring wardrobe. So it's great timing because you're going to be doing the cleanse and finding things in your closet that work for the system. And what I tell people to do is just, allocate a little section of your closet and put the spring items from the spring capsule, if you will, in that one section so you can keep track of what you have. And you can print out the PDF and check off, I have this, I need this. And then you only buy what you really need after you've gone through your closet and determined it. So that is the B.Styled Spring Style System, and I would love to have you join me. I will post a link to the program just below. It's an easy checkout process. It's $49, which includes everything that we just talked about, and it also includes access to the fall and the winter capsule outfits. So, because a lot of those items, what I try to do when I make these capsules is have things build on them. So if it worked in the fall, it's also going to work in the spring. A lot of the items from the fall you'll see again in the spring. So if you did the fall program, you're going to, obviously reuse the clothes you have. I don't want you to just, forget about them. So those items will be included as bonuses in this program as well. All right, if anyone has any questions, please just post them below, and I will post a link to the sign up. It's a quick and easy sign up, and I hope you'll join us. It's a great group of women over in the Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group. No one else in the world sees what we're doing over there. It's very personal and private, and it's a great supportive group of women. We post pictures, people give their advice, people tell you, oh, I saw that top on sale down at this store, give a link. It's just huge, amazing source of information. I would say it's probably the most positive aspect of any of these programs is the community of Facebook groupers that we have. So I hope you'll join us, and I hope you have a great night. And again, any questions, just post below. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye.